Hi, it's Claire here from Cotswold Chickens again. We're down on the farm today. We're getting a bit agricultural here in one of the greenhouses. I've just done a beginner's course and the folks on there have quite obviously been asking questions with the weather turning now about what happens with your chickens in the winter, what do you need to do? So I thought, well, we'll put a video together, just a few salient points. Now, in the winter, we've just been talking about chickens molting, and it's quite a topic actually, because mine are molting at the moment and I've got a garden full of feathers. It looks like a burst duvet out there. Come sort of around September, October time, the chickens will molt. They'll drop a few feathers, they'll grow through new feathers, and they might stop laying a little bit. They'll look a bit dopey and sleepy. You do need to give them a little bit of extra feed then. You need to add a bit of poultry tonic to the water. A good quality poultry tonic such as Nettex or Lifeguard is fine. Give them some extra vitamins just to help them grow those feathers. You also need to look at their feed, and especially as it gets really cold in the winter, they will be wanting to eat more, so the daylight hours are going down, so they've got less of an opportunity to eat, so they're eating less, but in fact they need a better nutrient rich food. So you might want to add some vitamins and minerals to their food by putting some dried seaweed, adding to their feed like we've got in the shop. Adding some biotin to help them grow new feathers is always a good idea. But also they need a bit more of an opportunity to eat, so making sure there's plenty of fresh pellets out there in the run for them to eat. And also when it's really cold, do be careful about the water freezing over. I know it sounds obvious, people think, oh, it's frozen over and hey, my water drinker's collapsed or has split with the ice. So when it's really cold and really sort of 2 or 3 sub-zero, do bring the drinkers in, empty them out and bring them in at night when the chickens aren't needing the water, because otherwise you're going to go out in the morning, find they're frozen solid and they're absolutely split and broken and absolutely useless, and you're left without a drinker. So bring them in at night, and if it is very, very cold during the day, like it's staying sub-zero during the day as well, which hopefully you won't get this winter, but you never know, then put a heat pad, one of those sort of Snuggle Safe type reptile heat pads, underneath the water. Just raise it up on some bricks instead of hanging it, and put it underneath the drinker during the day. And what that will do is that provide constant heat during the day and stop the drinker from freezing over, because otherwise they do ice over remarkably quickly and they don't have enough drinking water then. One last point for that is also about the housing. Now, somebody said to me, do chickens need coats or jumpers in the winter? Do they get cold? Do we have to put anything over the housing? Now, obviously, if you're buying a really good quality coop for the chickens to live in, it's going to be a thick wooden construction or a double-walled, cell-walled plastic construction, and you've got something that is a really well-insulated product, that is absolutely fine. They're going to be warm in there. Chickens, their body temperatures, like this lady here who's chatting away to me, they're 105 degrees. They're really, really warm, these chickens. So they don't need coats, they don't need to be kept warm, they would just overheat. And they get really warm if you go out to them at night, when you shut them in and they've started roosting, put your hand in, feel how warm they are. They're really warm, they're got their own thick duvets, they keep nice and warm, they don't need anything like that. They are perfectly, what are your head doing under there? They are perfectly warm at night. Please don't put any blankets or coop covers or something over the chicken coop at night, because it will stop the ventilation. It's essential that there's a ventilation flow through the housing to carry away any ammonia and also any condensation from those hot little chickens inside. You need to have that airflow, so please don't obstruct the ventilation ducts or anything at all at night. That really is it. Just look after your chickens in the winter, keep an eye on them when they're molting. When they're growing new feathers through in those little quills, just be careful not to handle them too much, because it gets a little bit painful when they're growing those new feathers. Just bear with them, plenty of feed, plenty of vitamins, lots of TLC, and they'll grow their new feathers through really quickly. So that's all about chickens and winter and keeping them in the winter. But hey, there's plenty of tips there. If you want to know more, come on one of the chicken keeping courses. We do beginners and advanced courses. You get together with lots of like-minded chicken keepers, a lot of interaction between them and lots of anecdotes and lots of chances to swap your own tips between you. But the basis of the courses there's tons and tons of information. Have a look at the video we've got on the YouTube channel about the courses and book onto the courses. They're on the website. Come and book on them, come and see me. Speak to you soon. Bye.